Hey guys, I'm still here at Kamaya Coast. I have another video I want to make based on the topic that I just talked about. I should give equal billing to the girls that I met in the province and the girls that I met that live in the city, that are well educated, who makes money. Like I said on my last video, when I go out with girls, I don't look at their educational background. I don't look at their age. I don't look at their financial status. You know, I think if you start looking at that, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna start looking for a certain group of people, and that's not good. So when you guys are coming to the Philippines, whoever you fall in love with, I would not look at their social status. I would not look at where they're from. Through my experience of, I have better experiences with the province girls. And it was not because of their social status or their money, how much money they made. This video, you're gonna love this video. I'm gonna talk about a girl that I went out with for almost a year in the city of Manila. She was a college graduate. She was in her 30s. I think she was an English major. And I'm gonna give you her first name. And her first name is Jem, J-E-M. Jem, if you're listening, this video is about you. Jem and I are still very good friends. She lives in California now, and she's doing very well. We've stayed in touch since our breakup, and we've always been good friends. But let's go to the beginning. I met Jem, I met her online, well educated. Her family was well-to-do. I was in my 40s and she was in her 30s, so we weren't that far apart in age. We fell in love. We spent a lot of time together. She was I would say, a perfect girl. I had just gotten out of my divorce, and that was a crazy time for me mentally. And I wasn't ready for a full commitment. I wasn't even willing to live with her. It was a tough time for us when we broke up, but while we were dating, it was beautiful. But I did tell her about my situation back in the US, how I did not trust any women. And I think she was one of the women that I dated in the Philippines that allowed me to start trusting women again. Because of her, how honest and how pure she was, her culture, it led me to believe that I can start trusting women again, a little bit by little bit. But she was looking for more than just dating. And she knew that I was not ready for what I call serious girlfriend. When you move in with someone, that's pretty serious, right? Everything's interconnected once you move in with a girl. And I was not ready for that next step. We had a hard time breaking up. She cared a lot for me. I care a lot for her. And when I broke up with her, I basically told her that I wasn't ready to settle down. It wasn't because she was from the province. It wasn't because she didn't have enough money. She never asked for money. It wasn't because she was uneducated. Just a beautiful girl, a beautiful Filipina. And how we broke up, I told her, you know, Jem, you deserve a lot more than I can give you. And what I gave her was, you know, my love and my trust. But when you're serious with a woman, you need to give her more than that, right? I'm not able to give her my all. And it took us almost 2, 3, 4 months to break up permanently. And at the end of the day, we did break up, but we always stayed in touch. And I'll tell you a little background on what she did. She was an English major, taught English. I remember one of the comments that she said to me. She goes, "You're from America and your English is worse than mine." It's true, my English is probably worse than 90% of the population in the world. So my ex-wife said my English stunk. And by the way, my ex-wife was a English major in college. Jim was an English major. I hope you guys can understand my English. Oh my, okay, truth is out. Very sharp girl. She went to Vietnam, started working for OSHA, and which involved the Hilton Hotel. And then she got a 10-year visa, and I'm not sure from OSHA or the Hilton Hotel, to work in the US. So now she gets her visa and she's working in the US. She contacted me when she was in Orlando. I was still here. She contacted me when she was in Orlando and asked me how I was doing. And I told her, I said, you know, I'm here in the Philippines. And she goes, oh, hey, I'm here in Orlando. I'm near where your house is over here in Sarasota, Florida. So I never saw her when she was in Orlando working with the Hiltons there. But she would go back and forth from Vietnam to Florida, Vietnam to California. Then she met a guy, I think he was a mechanic for some airline. A little bit older than her again. Fell in love with her. She fell in love with him. They got married. For the next 10 years, they had the perfect marriage. He loved her. He treated her like a queen. She loved him, and she treated him like a king. You know, it's not a province girl thing, and it's not a city girl thing. I think it's just in the culture, and it's just the nature of most Filipinas. She took care of him, and he took care of her, which is what most Americans want when they're here in the Philippines. This American, he actually found his Filipina in Vietnam. He married her. I remember when she told me that they were getting married, and then she moved to California. They were together for about 10 years, had a great marriage, and she would tell me the things that he would do for her. It just blew my mind. I said, hey, Jim, if you don't ever let this guy go. He's doing things for you that most American men do not. I know I didn't do it for my ex-wife or girlfriend, but he took care of her. He would serve breakfast in bed for her every day. I mean, that's how much he loved her. I think 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, she contacted me, and her husband, I don't know what happened. I don't think it was a heart attack, but they found something that was going on, and the next thing you know, he was dead. He passed away. And then I actually talked to her quite a few times during that time of her life. But I'm consoling her. And the reason I'm going this far with her story is because she's in the US now. And she's looking for that same husband with the same attitude as the one she had. And guess what, guys? They're not treating her very well. She's a beautiful Filipina. She's in great shape. I think she's in her 40s now, 46. I'm not sure how old she is now. But she looks like she's 25 years old. But she has a great heart. The last couple of guys she was dating, she was actually taking care of them. Can you imagine that? American men? She's taking care of them because she makes more money than they do in America. I don't date girls because they're from the province. I don't date girls because they're from the city. I do give you my opinions about dating girls from the province and dating girls from the city. But the reason I made this video is because I just want the guy that just said that the only girls I go out with are from the province. I can give you stories about girls that I've gone out with that are well educated. A lot of them make a lot of money. For those of you who are coming over here, I don't want you to date a girl because she's from the province. Although I do believe province girl will treat you much better. You're gonna know it. You're gonna know the girl if the girls still have old-fashioned value, whether she's from the province or from the city of Manila. You're gonna know if the girl has money or doesn't have money, and you're gonna know her status within the Filipino culture. I've seen it all the time. I've seen Filipinos treat their own as if they're second class, and that to me just doesn't sit well with me. I don't treat anybody second class, first class. I treat everybody equal. But it does get under my skin where the Filipino goes, hey, if you would date these girls that are well educated, they have more money, you're better off. No, I don't see that. They may not have the money that a girl that lives in the city or that has a lot of money from the city, but that doesn't mean they're bad people. That's just my opinion. Once again, when I say you should go out with a province girl more than a girl from the city, it has nothing to do with financial status, and it has nothing to do with education status. It's just, I've gone out with some province girl and I love province girl, and I've gone on with girls that's from the city and I love them too. I love Filipinos, not just Filipino women. I love your culture. That's the reason I stayed. It wasn't because the women that made me stay here. It's the culture. I want to thank you for watching my channel, and I hope this explained to the guy that thinks that all I do is promote girls from the province. I promote all Filipinos. I promote the country. I promote the people. I promote the women. I don't care if they're from the province or from the city. You know when you find the right girl. Doesn't matter where she's from. All right, guys, thank you for watching my channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.